What is up, friends? Welcome back for some more Better Call Saul Season 4. Really hyped to get into these next couple episodes because we are coming off of one of my favorite episodes of the whole show up to this point. Everything about that last episode I felt was perfectly done, whether it was the filmmaking or the acting especially. And we left off on a pretty similar point to where Breaking Bad Season 4 kind of moved, where Gus just went into full intimidation mode with Nacho in this case, and so I'm interested to see where his position's going to be going forward, Nacho's that is, and especially when the twins find out what happened, because I feel like they're really the only people close and loyal to Hector that can do anything right now, because obviously Tuco is still locked up, and so I'm excited to see what happens there. But then with Jimmy, we left off on a bit of an interesting point because he was looking up those figurines that he saw one of in that copy shop or copy machine shop, and then called up Mike and said he had a job for him. My guess was at the time, and still kind of is, that maybe he's gonna try and steal it and sell it, but I'm not exactly sure what he plans. But I am looking forward to hopping into this one with you all. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon, link for it in the description below. And of course you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me there, but they are uploaded a couple weeks before the YouTube edits, so if you'd like to see them ahead of time, that's the place to do it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into episode 3. We've seen this song and dance before. Don't tell me that Mike's doing the same job. Dude, I love the filming right now. This is sick. They actually did it for real. It's a shame because that's a great looking car as well. Oh, it's Victor. Interesting. What exactly are they doing? Were they just testing if it would work or something like that? I'm confused. Oh, I'm gonna take a guess. I think I may understand what they're doing. Are they trying to cover up the death of the one guy to make it look like it was just a car accident? Well, they're not making it look like a normal car accident, that's for sure. But it'll certainly cover up what Gus did to him. Jeez, bro, and they're making him sit in the passenger seat with his body next to him. Nacho is so dang lucky that he wasn't a victim as well, but perhaps the other guy is better off now. Oh, shoot. That would be so painful, bro, but gotta make it convincing, so I understand why they're doing it.
Can I make the call now? Gotta make it look real.
Oh, gosh, this poor man. I mean, part of it is his own doing, but he was trying to get out.
What if I told you you could turn this piece of crap into $4 grand? This little fella, pretty easy to find. I got this one at a pawn shop on 4th for $20.
Oh, I was wondering how he came into possession of that. I was gonna think that he just already went and stole it himself.
They look over at the shelf, they just see the same dumb tchotchke staring at them they've been looking at for years. Next week they're having a collectibles expo. Those people are hungry for Hummels.
Dang, man, Jimmy did his homework. He is running a smooth operation here, if Mike agrees.
Pass.
What? Why?
Plan's fine as far as it goes. It's just not for me. And I don't think it should be for you either. I'm sorry about your brother.
Oh, that's nice of Mike to say that. I feel like he doesn't really say stuff like that too often to people, so I think it means a lot coming from him. Hopefully Jimmy doesn't get too upset about that. It's not the most amount of cash. Gosh, man, are we gonna get a war between Gus and the twins? We never really saw that before, but we know how much they're to be feared. Jeez, bro, Nacho is in such bad shape, but the crime scene obviously was pretty dang convincing, so hopefully he's not gonna take much heat for it.
¿Quién es?
Interesting, so they're having him keep Gus out of the picture, although you wouldn't have to do too much detective work to know that he's probably the prime suspect for anything to involve the Salamancas.
We should prepare a package for both.
Is that Kim Wexler out here?
It's good to see you.
I heard you were here. Just wanted to say hi. Look at you. Baby bird with a broken wing.
Nice phrase right there. Good to see Kim back at work, though. Took some needed rest. Now she's looking better than ever, mentally at least.
Listen, Kim, I just wanted to say how sorry I am about Charles McGill. And I just have to ask, how's James handling it?
He's getting through it. He and the family really appreciated the arrangement you sent for the funeral.
That's definitely one way to look at it. He's getting through it, but not necessarily in the best way for him mentally.
Look at this. The whole side of this building is glass, and it's on a north-facing lot. I'm told that's energy efficient, so I'm excited about that.
So are these just mock-ups of their expansion plans? Kim seems to have helped them a great deal. I love the designs of some of these as well.
After that, I figure why not Las Vegas? Nevada, Reno too. Lubbock, Texas. Amarillo. San Antonio, El Paso.
There's a weird vibe about this right now with the music and the way Kim's looking around. I'm not sure if I should be wary of what he's showing her or what. Is it the fact this is also extravagant or something?
It's a very fast, aggressive expansion.
We're really building something here. All your hard work is making a difference. This is what it's all about.
So I could guess that maybe Kim is feeling a little bit upset that she was helping them for the wrong reasons by chance, and she doesn't like where their motives are.
Instead of taking me home, drop me off at the courthouse, would you?
Oh, I didn't realize you had an appearance today. I would have prepped.
No, I don't. Nothing to prep. Don't worry about it.
Well, hopefully we get a straight answer on what she's thinking soon, but definitely something odd about that. Mesa Verde certainly is planning a global takeover, though, with all those mock-ups and everything.
This is the interested party. I have one question for you. Do you gold? Because unless you currently have a large gold nugget traversing your colon, this is the easiest money you're ever going to make.
I'm guessing that it's Huel, but it could be somebody else. He's certainly trying his hardest to get this to work. I'm starting to think it's not really about the money.
In a half an hour. Yep. See, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but...
Jimmy is certainly great at selling people on stuff. That's one of his best qualities.
Excuse me.
Bro, what a change right there. Jimmy had no idea who he just passed. I never would have guessed they'd met each other before.
Careful!
Jeez, dude, I did not expect him to end up in such bad shape. I thought Gus just was going to intimidate him and that was going to be it, but he's looking pretty near death as well. Oh man, well he's good at his job, clearly, if he was able to save Nacho like that in the shape he was in. I don't think he's ever gonna cross Gus in any way after this.
Now, sniff test says you probably didn't perforate your bowel. Now, if this starts to leak, you're gonna get the worst infection of your life. It's gonna hurt like hell, and then you're gonna die.
My gosh, this is so bleak. Well, there's no chance the Salamancas don't believe this story then if he's this close to death.
After I walk out of here, I never want to see you again. This cartel is too hot for me.
I can't blame him for wanting to get out. Probably what Nacho should have done a long time ago instead of just now. I feel bad for Nacho's dad whenever he's gonna see him again. He's probably gonna be heartbroken seeing his son in that condition. I can't tell for sure. It's pretty dang dark, but it looks to be maybe similar build to Huel. Wait a second, what? That's not Huel, obviously, but I for sure recognize him. I think so, at least. Also, you guys pointed out to me, and I can't believe I didn't recognize him the first time, but it's Uncle Jack from Always Sunny. Completely different role, so that's probably why I didn't recognize him. Oh, jeez, this is so stressful, man. I thought it was just gonna be in and out. This guy has to hide for his life.
It's me. Can we talk, please? I just want to come home.
Oh, is he in the doghouse with his significant other right now? I can't believe he's just hiding under his desk and he hasn't been noticed.
How'd it go? The office guy. He's here. What? He's dug in for the night, man. Come get me. Come get me.
Man, I can't blame him for calling help. Lucky that he was able to get a call off. I thought the other dude wasn't even going to leave the room. Jimmy should have just taken Mike's advice.
Urgency comes from the environment. It presses upon you. And it's often very popular. It could be deep and...
Hey, I like it. Seems like a pretty smart plan from Jimmy right there. Just set off an alarm to get him outside. Hopefully that's enough. Oh my gosh, he could just turn it off from the door. No, I thought that was gonna be it. Jimmy's gotta do something a bit more drastic, it looks like. Oh my gosh, dude, what is he gonna do now? I mean, he could always just set off the alarm a second time, and 2 consecutive might make him come investigate, but I'm sure he's got something clever planned. Oh my gosh, dude, that is pretty severe. Hopefully he doesn't crash the car. I don't think that guy deserves to have to pay for an accident like that, but certainly did the trick.
It resembled the attack on Hector's truck a few months ago, and they knew the Salamanca men were heavy.
We are about to run another shipment. If you think we're compromised, run dummy loads. We'll see what we see.
Fascinating. So he's doing this without anybody else knowing. Gus always does have his own plans.
Find a local supplier on your side of the border.
Don Eladio forbids buying from outsiders.
Let me worry about Eladio. Do it now.
I love that smile right there. Fantastic. Who is he going to go to then?
Neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine.
Oh, I recognize that voice right there. Dude, are we finally going to see Gale? I mentioned that a couple episodes ago, or a season ago.
Mr. Frink, I wasn't expecting you.
That's not a problem, I hope.
No, not at all. I was tinkering with something.
Yes, let's go. I love it. Rocking the beard as well this time. Got good style.
They range from 39% to 58% pure, except this one, which hovers around 67. Top of the class, so to speak.
Man, that percentage is like nothing close to what he gets in the future. Gotta start somewhere, though, I guess.
These samples aren't great. They're not even good. I could do much better. I could make a kilo or more right here. No one would know.
Hey, at least he recognizes that there's definitely a lot more potential that he could reach. He's always been a bit of a perfectionist, always wanted to do better.
I wouldn't let you down.
I'm certain that you wouldn't, but I'm afraid I can't allow it. Not yet. You were meant for better things. I'll see you soon, Gale.
Bye, Mr. Frink.
Awesome, man. So excited that Gale's in the show now. Gone too soon. Man was always so happy.
What's up?
Jimmy, there's just a couple of things from talking to Howard that maybe we ought to go through.
Is she gonna give him the letter? I was hoping eventually we'd get to it. Obviously, in that conversation, Kim was pretty upset about it.
So, How much do I get?
5,000.
$5K. Yeah.
Gosh, that's so brutal. Just like a slap in the face. It's barely more than what he would get for his share of that operation they just ran.
What else you got?
It's from Chuck. Nobody knows for sure what's in it. You don't have to open it right now, but...
Let's see what the old boy has to say.
Oh man, I'm kind of nervous. I hope that it's not too scathing or anything, although at this point I feel like nothing would affect him emotionally.
I have left many things unsaid in our relationship through the years. Rather than allow these unspoken thoughts to die with me, I've chosen to record them here for you.
Hey, interesting. That doesn't sound too mean-spirited or anything. Maybe Chuck will actually have some good things to say.
Nothing will ever change the fact that we are brothers, flesh and blood. And though we are very different people, I want you to know how much I respect what you have made of yourself in these last few years.
Oh man, this is actually really nice, and I'm feeling a little bit emotional hearing this like Kim, but Jimmy's just flying through it.
I hope when you read this, you remember me not only as your brother, but as a person you knew was always in your corner. He signed it just Chuck. Wow, man could write a letter.
Man, what a brilliant scene right there. That was so well done. Just showing the difference in emotion between them. Jimmy is so detached.
Just give me a minute.
Kim.
Oh man, great acting right there. What a powerful scene. Oh man, and they end it right there. Dang, they always end it on great places, even if it's surprising. I wonder if Kim kind of started feeling a bit of regret for their involvement in all the Chuck fiascos and everything, because that letter seems pretty sincere, and obviously Chuck wouldn't write that down if he didn't mean it deep down in his heart, despite what he may or may not have said in actual person to Jimmy. So it's amazing that it actually just had zero effect on Jimmy. He was completely unfazed reading that. It's amazing how much they can say in a scene like that without necessarily having to spell it all out or just show you clearly exactly what they're trying to say, because just them hanging on that shot with Jimmy reading the letter and his emotions, Kim's emotions, said 1,000 more things than you could get just from a couple lines of dialogue. And so the writing just continues to impress. And I guess also Kim could be just really sad seeing Jimmy not react at all, just beyond her own emotions, and seeing kind of how damaged he is emotionally, but also just how damaged their relationship is. Even Chuck, despite kind of hating Jimmy and being upset at him so often, still had the maturity to write something like that and give Jimmy respect and tell him that he knows he's going to do well, whereas Jimmy, I don't think at this point could ever say anything good about Chuck. And so it's just kind of sad to see where he is at mentally right now and how far removed he is. I don't know if that is a sign for how he's going to feel towards Kim later on. I feel like their connection is pretty strong, but we've seen how easily Jimmy can turn on somebody if they do anything that Jimmy doesn't like. For example, with the figurine, taking that after having the bad interaction with those guys just for wanting to give him the job too quickly. So I'm worried that he's just going to keep ruining relationships like that. But just a phenomenal scene right there, capping off another phenomenal episode. And I am very interested to see what Gus is planning going forward, because obviously we finally got to see Gale introduced, which I'm excited for. Hopefully he keeps popping up and we see kind of the beginnings of his and Gus's relationship. Obviously they've already began. I don't know exactly how long they've been working together, but it seems like Gus has a bigger picture plan based off that conversation with Juan Bolsa. But I'm hoping that the filmmaking of this episode is a sign of things to come throughout season 4 and the rest of the show, because they had some fantastic moments, whether it was the cinematography or the effects, especially in that sequence with the car towards the beginning. I thought all of that was filmed excellently, and it looked really, really impressive, especially when the car was up in flames. And so the show is just hitting on all cylinders, not just the writing and the acting. And so hopefully you all enjoyed watching along with me for this episode, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode next time. And until then, peace.